ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ओम शांति शांति शांति। प्रज्ञानां शुप्रतानैः स्थिरचरनिकर व्यापिभिर्व्याप्य लोकान् भुक्त्वा भोगान् स्थविष्ठान् पुनरपि धिषणोद्भासितान् कामजन्यान् पीत्वा सर्वान् विशेषान् स्वपिति मधुरभुङ् मायया भोजयन्नः माया संख्यातुरीयं परममृतमजं ब्रह्म यत्तन्नतोऽस्मि यो विश्वात्मा विधिज विषयान् प्राश्य भोगान् स्थविष्ठान् पश्चाच्चान्यान् स्वमति विभवान् ज्योतिषा स्वेन सूक्ष्मान् सर्वानेतान् पुनरपि शनैः स्वात्मनि स्थापयित्वा हित्वा सर्वान् विशेषान् विगतगुणगणः पात्वसौ नस्तुरीयः।
Mandukya with Karikas, Chapter 4, Alata Shanti Prakarana. We were seeing Karika 83 last time. I had told you something about this Karika. Before that, we will see the Prastavana Bhasya for this Karika. The Bhasya introducing this Karika. It is no doubt difficult to gain the knowledge of this Atma Brahma. Agreed? Even the people who have got high intellectual caliber, who know how to investigate into the subtle matter about the entities distinct from gross subtle bodies. Even such scholastic people, people of high intellectual caliber, even they commit mistake in ascertaining the exact nature of this Atma Chaitanya. If that is the case, Kaimotika Nyaya, what to speak of common people who do not have such capacity? They will certainly make many mistakes about the nature of this Atma. So this is now brought to our notice, and how these people of having capacity to investigate into, how they come to wrong conclusions, that will be shown. Read Prastavana Bhasya, Asti Nasti Ityadi Sukshma Vishayaha.
अस्ति नास्ति इत्यादि सूक्ष्म विषयाः अपि पंडितानां ग्रहाः भगवतः परमात्मनः आवरणाः एव किमुत मूढजनानां बुद्धिलक्षणा इत्येवमर्थं प्रदर्शयन् आह।
अस्ति इति। अस्ति नास्ति इत्यादि certain wrong notions about Atma described here as Bhagavan Paramatma. Bhagavata Paramatmana. What is Atma, Bhagavan, Paramatma? About this. Notions such as Asti, is Atma is like any other object in the world, having certain Visheshas attributes. They come to that conclusion, which is wrong. Nasti. So there is such attributes are not there. Not there. We'll see more about it in the Bhasya afterwards. Nasti. Ityadi. Ityadi. Sukshma Vishayaha api Panditanam Gura. Sukshma Vishayaha. About the topic, about the entity, which are subtle in the sense, different from gross body and subtle bodies. Subtle, the entity, the topic, different from gross and subtle body. Vishayapi, Panditana, people who are scholarly, who have got that intelligence caliber to investigate into such things. Even them, their graha, the notions, the conclusions that they have arrived at. She says, Bhagavataha Paramatmanaha Avaranaha eva are not true. They are another veiling as far as the true nature of Bhagavan, Paramatma, Chaitanya Swarupa. Keep in mind now, you have almost come to the end of Mandukya Karika text. So therefore, by now you should realize Bhagavat Tattva, the principle of Ishvara, truly speaking, in its true nature, is nothing short of Chaitanya Chit, the pure awareness principle, pure consciousness principle. No doubt, that is what in the Yoga Vasishta, we come across a phrase taught by none other than Bhagavan Shiva to sage Vasishta. Akrutrimam anadyantam devanam deva uchyate. Deva, the divinity principle. Bhagavat Tattva, God principle. The Paramatma Tattva, Deva, is such a Devanam. Devanam means actually shining. Shining, not in the sense of light, shining in terms of knowledge principle. That power of cognition, which is akritrimam, not created, Anadyantam, which has no adi, beginning, birth, which has no destruction, end. Na adyantam, devanam deva uchyat. Come on, investigate from what you know. This principle can be only Chaitanya Tattva, which is told there afterwards. Chit. Chit Shivaha, it is said. Chaitanya Tattva, pure awareness principle, pure consciousness principle. Those who have no capacity to ascertain and cognize this true nature of oneself, the Deva, Bhagavan, Chaitanya, are given certain secondary means in terms of Saguna Brahma, the same principle with the name and form for Upasana, meditation, whereby they gain that frame of mind, that disposition, which is necessary to know directly what that Deva Tattva, Chit Tattva, Chit Shiva Tattva, Chaitanya, pure awareness principle is to be aware of it in its true nature. In other words, to experience that in its true nature. So here it said, Bhagavataha Paramatmana. That is the ultimate reality. Avarana. All their conclusions are not true. They are what? Avarana, veiling only. If this is the plight of such great scholars, what about the lay people? How can ever they know it in reality? Next to impossible. So there, Kimuta, what to speak of? Mudajanana. Mudajanana means avivekina, not foolish, etc., etc., not idiotic, etc. Avivekina, balisha, immature mind. Faculty of viveka is not thorough. Buddhi lakshanaha iti. Buddhi lakshanaha, notions of being identified with body, indriyas, prana, mana, buddhi, because of this identification, carrying different notions about the Atma Swarupa. Iti evam artham. This meaning, that is what is called as Kaimotika Nyaya. Rule of what to speak of. See, a weightlifting champion, let us say, it may not be up to the practical. Let us say he can lift 2000 kg weight. If such a person what to speak that he can easily lift 500 kg weight or a ping pong ball? Not to speak at all. Certainly possible. So therefore, if these scholarly people themselves have come to wrong conclusion, what to speak of lay people, they will never arrive at the correct knowledge, correct nature of this Bhagavan, Paramatma, Atma, Chaitanya, Chittattva. So, iti artham pradarshaya, revealing, aha, who aha, Acharya. Which Acharya? Here Acharya means Gaudapada Acharya, because Bhasya is written by Acharya Shankar, Adi Shankar. Acharya, Gaudapada Acharya, Asti Nasti Asti, etc. Read Karika 83.
अस्ति नास्त्यस्ति नास्तीति नास्ति नास्तीति वा पुनः चलस्थिरो भयाभावैः आवृणोत्येव बालिशः.
Asti, we have to add an Atma, and with that Atma, Bhagavan Paramatma. Actually, it means Asti Shabdokta Pramata. The knower, that means the knower, the one who is described by the word knower, Pramata. Asti Shabdokta Pramata, who in reality is what? Bhagavan Paramatma. So here, that Atma, Atma you can say Jiva also. Atma. Asti is there. You may ask, what is wrong? Atma is there. Not in that sense. What they mean by Asti, it is like any other entity in the world having certain Visheshas, means attributes, which are changing in nature, parinami, having the features which are changing in nature. This concept belongs to who are called as Vaisheshikas. Asti. Don't confuse that Asti means mere existence. That is applicable to Atma. But here it exists as any entity in the world. Vaisheshikas. The second variety is, 4 varieties are given. Nasti. In the sense, not that it is not there. Such Visheshas, which are subject to change, parinama, are not there. This belongs to who is called as the Kshanika Vijnanavad, otherwise also called as Kshanika Vijnanavad. Means according to him is Kshanika. No such attribute changing, etc. Asti nasti iti. Visheshas are there, Visheshas are not there. It is parinami, it is also without parinama. They are called as Ardhavainashika, or popularly known as Digambaraha, Digvasa, Jaina philosophy. See? Asti nasti. During the state of bondage, ignorance, Visheshas, parinamas are there. Change is involved. In moksha, no. Both. Nas, asti nasti. Then the other variety, 4th one. Nasti iti. Wow. Nasti asti nasti iti. Afterward, va punaha Nasti nasti iti. Va punaha. Or further, nasti nasti. Such an entity is not there at all. It is totally non-existing entity. Nasti nasti iti. These are shunyavadis, nihilist. Va punaha. And the conclusion that the concept that they have arrived at has got these respective 4 features whereby they veil the true nature of Atma, Brahma, Bhagavan, Paramatma, in the sense they know not what the real nature of Bhagavan or Paramatma is. So now, what are those features? Chala, Sthira, Ubhaya, Abhavaihi, Abhava. 4 features. That Atma is Chala, in the sense changing in nature, Parinami, always changes. Why? Savishesha. Attributes are there. Therefore changing. This refers to Vaisheshikas, what they call as Asti. Then Sthiraha. Sthira is always Avishesha. Never Visheshas. This refers to the Kshanika Vijnanavadi who says Nasti means Visheshas are not there at all. The Nasti. Ubhaya, both. Atma is Savishesha and Atma is Avishesha. Digambara, Jain philosophy. In the bondage state of bondage, Ajnana, Atma is Savishesha. In the wake of knowledge, is Nirvishesha, Avishesha. Ubhaya, both are there. So then finally, Ubhaya, Abhava, total Abhava. There is no existence at all. These are Shunyavadis. Iti Abhavaihi, by these, all this in the sense, by such wrong notions. Balishaha, childish person in the sense, Aviveki. Aviveki is what? Avrunoti eva. You have make adhyara there. Bhagavantam Paramatmanam Avrunoti eva. Such those scholarly, though to some extent have the capacity to investigate into subtle matters, and yet such aviveki is what? Bhagavantam Paramatmanam Atmanam is what? Avrunoteva. Certainly covers, veils in the sense Yathartham na janati, doesn't know the Atma in reality. Doesn't know the Atma in reality. Let us see the Bhasya. Read Astyatmeti Vadi Kaschit.
अस्त्यात्मेति वादी कश्चित् प्रतिपद्यते.
Kaschit is what Vaisheshika. Some scholars or some masters. Asti Atma. Atma is there. What type of Atma? Savishesha Atma, therefore Parinami. Like any object in the world, is some entity called Atma, which has got Vishesha attributes and therefore subject to change. Iti Kaschit, Kaschit, that is who the Vaisheshika. Pratipadyate, Pratipadyate, Nischinoti, he ascertains. This is what Vaisheshikas asserted. Then continue.
नास्ति इति अपरः वैनाशिकः.
Aparaha, other person, who is a Vainashikaha, otherwise called as Kshanika Vijnanavadi. So, Nastiti Pratipadyate. He ascertains Atma doesn't have Visheshas. It is always Avishesha. It is always Nirvishesha. That is what the Vainashika, Kshanika Vijnanavadi asserts. Continue. Asti Nasti iti.
अस्ति नास्ति इति अपरः अर्धवैनाशिकः सदसद्वादी दिग्वासाः.
Now, Apara, other person. Who are the other, still other than these two? Asti Nasti iti. Asti, that Asti Shabdokta Pramata. Jiva. Asti Nasti iti. That is, that entity is both with Visheshas and without Visheshas. Iti Apara, other one. Who is that? Namely, Ardhavainashika. Further explained who is Ardhavainashika. Svadasadvadi. Who says Atma is Vishesha, who says Atma doesn't have Vishesha, both. In short, who are they? Digvasa, otherwise called as Digambara. You know what is Digambara? Digvasa. The one for whom the cloth is only Akasha space. Means they are always in birthday suit. When the child is born, in whatever suit it is, in that suit always there, birthday suit. Means those who do not wear clothes. One of the cult or that pantha in Jain is Digambara. Not all, I think others are there. Digambara. Others are Shvetambara. They always wear white clothes. Right? Shvetambara. Digambara. Digvasa. Jain philosophy. Still further. Continue. Nasti Nasti ityadi.
नास्ति नास्ति इति अत्यंत शून्यवादी.
Further. These are the other people who say Shunyavadi. Such Atma is not at all there. Nasti Nasti iti. Atyanta Shunyavadi. Total non-existence. Ask them. Atma is total non-existence. Is that? Do you know it? Yes. that because of which you know is Atma. The principle which makes you aware that such a Atma is not at all that. That is Atma. You can't deny. Yeah, by the by, the Shunya word, we should be very, very careful about it. Shunyavadis, when we say, we mean those who totally deny the existence of Atma, who say Atma is an totally non-existent entity. This is what you say, Buddhistic school of thought, nihilist Shunyavadi. But at places in certain Upanishads, Shunya word is used for Atma. Be very careful. That word Shunya used is not in the sense totally non-existent. Shunya word also means empty. EMPTY. खाली, कुछ नहीं है. In the sense, Atma is that principle wherein no Jagat, Jiva, Ishvara are there. Totally empty. Free from entire superimposed creation, including Ishvara. Should be very careful. So, because these Upanishads are not that much in currency, but they are very important because the topic is very profound. So you may get confused. Hare, Upanishads say Atma is Shunya. Then why you blame Shunyavadi? No. That Shunya different in the sense empty of all. Nasti nasti iti atyanta Shunyavadi. Now, what are the actual features of their notions, which is told in the second line of Karika? Second line of Karika, that is Chalasira Ubhaya Abhavai. Read further. Tatrasti Bhavaha.
तत्रास्ति भावः चलः घटाद्यनित्य विलक्षणत्वात्.
Tatra, among these four. Asti nasti, asti asti, asti nasti, asti nasti, asti nasti, nasti nasti. Among these four notions, tatra among them. Asti means Asti Shabdaukta Pramata or Bhagavan Paramatma. Asti Bhavaha, the entity referred to by Asti. Chalaha, Chalaha means Savisheshaha, with Visheshas, and therefore Parinami, subject to change. Chalaha. How do you say so? Because it is like any other entities, object in the world like ghatapata, pot, cloth, etc., which have got features which are changing in nature. Let's see, explain. Ghatadi anitya vilakshanatva. Ghatadi means being distinct from the pot, etc., which are anitya. Is what vilakshana, distinct in the sense pot, cloth, etc., do not have the features such as sukha, dukkha, kama, krodha, etc. But this Atma has got these features. Sukha, dukkha, kama, krodha, etc. These vishesha are there. Always there as a result, it is changing in nature. So in this sense, we have to take that chala as, asti as, not like any entity in the world which is inert in nature, but endowed with sukha dukkha, etc. A pot doesn't have sukha dukkha, but you and me have got sukha dukkha, distinct from them. And this sukha dukkha always go on changing, always in the flux, parinami. So that is how ghatadi anitya vilakshanatva, which are anitya in nature, pot, etc., which are subject to destruction at any time. This is something distinct from that. This is pertaining to what? Sthira, chala to asti. Now, sthira pertaining to nasti. Continue, nasti bhava.
नास्ति भावः स्थिरः सदा विशेषत्वात्.
Nasti bhava. The entity described by the Kshanika Vijnanavadi as nasti is what? Sthiraha from Karika. In the sense, sada avagraha is there. Avisheshatva. Always it doesn't have these specific features like sukha, dukkha, etc. Avishesha. Avishesha means same, not changing. The third variety now. Continue, ubhaya. Ubhayam.
उभयं चलस्थिरविषयत्वात् सदसद्भावः अभावः अत्यन्ताभावः.
For the next two. Ubhayam. Both. What is that? Chala sthira vishayatva. Vishesha, such as sukha dukkha are there in the state of ignorance bondage. In moksha, they are not there. So therefore, chala, changing with vishesha. Sthira, no visheshas, same. Thought. Sadasad bhava means which has got bhava and abhava, with attributes, without attributes. So with both are there. Of course, they are not told is what this Ardha Vainashaka, Digambara, Digvasa. Then the last one, Abhava. This Atma is what Abhava means. Atyanta Abhava, as described by the Shunyavadi, totally non-existent. Says, by these notions, 4 varieties, arrived at by not lay persons, scholarly person, by even such notions, we get deprived of the actual knowledge of the nature of Atma. What to speak, and they are talking about Atma distinct from gross subtle body, etc. Then what to speak of those people who are identified with the gross subtle body? Their conclusions are bound to be totally wrong. Continue. Prakara Chatushthayapi.
प्रकारचतुष्टयस्यापि तैः एतैः चलस्थिरो भयाभावैः सदसदादिवादी सर्वः अपि भगवन्तम् आवृणोत्येव बालिशः अविवेकी.
So, prakara chatushtayasyapi. By these, in the case of these 4 types of notions, by these 4 different types of notions, api taihi, etaihi, those which are here described as what? Chala, sthira, ubhaya, abhavayi. Those notions which are described here as in the 4 varieties, chala, sthira, ubhaya, abhava, as in what they are. In short, sadasadadivadi, satvadi, chala, asatvadi, sthira, ubhayavadi, sadasadvadi, and abhava is asat, asat. By these 4 types of notions and those who profess it, sarvahapi, all by such all people, bhagavantam avrunoti eva, they veil the Bhagavan Paramatma Atma. They cover Bhagavan Paramatma Atma in the sense yathartam na janati. They do not know it in its real nature. Tatam na janati avrunoti eva. Why? Balisha. What do you mean Balisha? Aviveki. Lack the discretion. From worldly standpoint, maybe Nobel laureate, great scientist, yet Balisha, Aviveki, has not inquired into the Swarupa of this in its right perspective. See, we say superstition. What is superstition? an unfounded belief. That's what dictionary says. We say andhashraddha, blind belief. An unfounded belief. And these votaries of science will totally discard you the moment you speak of Atma, Paramatma, Ishvara. They will not listen to you. Why? Everything should be demonstrated. Show me like this. It's not possible. This means that they do not accept the existence of an entity which is beyond perception. They accept only that which meets the eyes in the sense which is perceptible, can be seen, heard, tasted, touched, smelled, or based on this which can be inferred, which can be illustrated, which can be presumed, etc. Which means they accept only protection, direct perception as the only means of knowledge, pramana. They don't know, because scientists never have bothered to inquire into epistemology, pramana shastra. But my dear sir, there are many more things beyond perception. Where are they? Vedas speak. No, we don't accept Veda. It's all blind belief. That Vedas is a blind belief or a superstition itself, sir, is your scientific superstition. I will prove it. What grounds you have got to say that? You say, come on, you prove. Many things told in the Vedas. Yes, we accept. There are many things told in the Vedas which cannot be proved except Papa Punya. Punarjanma to an extent. Still some evidences are there. Heaven, hell, we can't. But my dear sir, there are many other things told in the Vedas which can be verified, which can be ascertained and experienced right now here. For example, Atma Swarupa, Paramatma Swarupa. There is a clear-cut method by which you can prepare your mind and experience it as this is the Swarupa. Who can deny it? Only you don't accept. Does it mean such a thing doesn't exist? It's your foolishness not to accept it. It can be verified. There are certain yagas, that is sacrifices, like Kaririki, for rain, verify, it can be, result can be verified. Putra Kameshti, for getting a son, result can be verified. Why all these things? Astronomy. You know Panchanga? Every day, calendar. Sunrise at what time? Sunset at what time? Moonrise at what time? Moon setting is what time? Which star in which constellation, where, and all these things. Even calculations of not only calendar, calculations of eclipses to the minutest fraction of time. That what all based on what Vedas. They didn't have satellites spending so many crores of rupees, and yet you can't get total information. How they could do that? See, till few centuries back, West was still in the dilemma whether Earth is flat or globe. See our solar systems, globes revolving, sun in the center. Again, whether sun moves or not, sun center, stationary, the Earth moves. This was a matter of common knowledge to these people who knows the Vedas. Therefore, there are many things in the Vedas which can be verified. If that is the case, we infer other things told in the Vedas also must be true. One more thing you may not accept. Vedas are not product of human intellect, not Paurusheya, because human intellect is prone to have defects. It is not foolproof. This is Apaurusheya, given by Ishvara, along with the creation, like a user's manual, like an instruction manual given with a machinery. So we have got the basis to accept ground. It is founded, whereas you scientists are unfounded. Now you decide who is superstitious, who has got unfounded belief. So that is why I say it as scientific superstition. The closed mind, of course, we are not bothered about that. We don't need anybody's certificate for that. We can verify ourselves, but we should know this. Otherwise, that science has become so important because of technologies. They have done wonders. For example, now see, I am talking in some corner of the world. Same thing at the same time can be heard and seen by someone at other corner of the world. Certainly a wonder by technology. Accepted. For Vyavahara, science, technology accepted. We are not against that. Such many things are by the by, told in Vedas, though it is not a subject matter. So this is a aparavidya. We are talking of paravidya. We do accept aparavidya up to a certain level. Thereafterward, we have to progress from aparavidya to paravidya, which is the final goal of human life. So therefore, these people are who they are. Truly speaking, Balishaha, maybe a scientist, Aviveki, has not inquired in the right perspective. Continue. Yadyapi panditaha Balishaha eva.
यद्यपि पंडितः बालिशः एव परमार्थतत्त्वानवबोधात् किमु स्वभावमूढः जनः इति अभिप्रायः।
Yadyapi, even though Panditaha, scholarly person, highly learned person, having capacity to investigate into subtle matters. Even Yadyapi Panditaha, add there, Adhyara, Tatha Api. Even then, Balishaha eva. From the standpoint of ultimate reality, the so-called scholar is what? Balishaha eva. Aviveki only. Why do you say so? How can you, how dare you can say so? Here is the reason. Paramartha tattvanava bodha. Paramartha tattvasya anavabodha. Anavabodha. Because of the lack of knowledge of Paramartha Tattva, Bhagavat Tattva, the ultimate reality. See the distinction between science and spirituality. Science deals with the empirical world available for direct perception and tries to find out that, etc., so that it can be made use of. More often than not, it is misused. But intention is to make good use of it. Misuse because the man has become corrupt. He has no values. There is the man who misuses science and technology is not at fault. Therefore, somebody said, science without humanity is dangerous. Humanity must be there behind science. Then it can be a blessing. Otherwise, it can destroy the entire humanity like a Bhasmasura. There's no all atom bombs and this and that and all that. So Paramatha Tattvana Bodha. Now it says the Kaimutika Nyaya. If such scholarly people have landed in such wrong conclusion, Kimu, what to speak of? Who are those other people? Swabhava Mudha Janaha. The Aviveki by nature. They don't have such capacity. Such people will come to wrong conclusion. We need not say separately, it is understood. Iti abhipraya. This is what is intended. So the question comes, then what is the exact nature of that Paramatha Tattva? Not knowing which, even these scholarly people have turned out to be avivekis, is being now described. We'll see.
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्याय्येन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः। ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। असतो मा सद्गमय, तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय, मृत्योर्मा अमृतङ्गमय। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते, पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ।